All right, guys. Coach Todd here, Elevation Coaches. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is after 5:30. We're getting started a little late, but it is April 18th, the year 2016. Welcome again. So I want to start out this call by first saying, going to our team calendar. If you guys haven't been there yet, go to elevationcoaches.com. Check out the team calendar because this week, all right, the very first thing I want you to write in your notes, if you're taking notes for our team call today, which you should be, is we have our Elevation Coaches sneak peek Thursday, and that starts at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, and we're not going to do it as quickly as we did it last month. Last month, we got the call done in about 15 minutes. This one, we're going to take a little more time on, and hopefully what that will allow you guys to do is to gather. One of the things I think that'll really help with your invites and inviting to this, just say, hey, if you can ask people this, you can say, hey, if I invited you to this live call that we're doing with information about coaching, what questions would you want answered? That's a great way to passively invite someone to this event, because when they give you the questions that they would want to ask or the questions that they would want to answer, they're going to be more likely to be on the call in order to hear the answer to those questions. So that's a great way to invite them to our Thursday night call for the sneak peek into coaching. And we're going to be answering all of the common questions. You know, you guys have heard a lot of the answers before about, how much time is required for coaching. How much does it cost? Do I have to, how much, I don't know. Do I have to have a website? There's a lot of frequently asked questions that we're going to be addressing, but it would be great to get a list of questions from you guys, from the people that you're inviting to that coach sneak peek as well. That way we can get some more people on the call, grow the team, get more people excited about what we're doing. All right. And with that being said, I want to share something with you guys, which we haven't talked about yet, but Beachbody just recently released. And that is the 4th vital behavior. So I want to cover the 4 vital behaviors tonight. It's not going to be super in-depth, but I want to spend the most time on the very, very first vital behavior. And the very first vital behavior that you guys know is called invite, invite, invite. Now, when Beachbody was originally looking over these vital behaviors that it takes to become a successful coach, there was initially 10 of them when I got started as a coach. There was something called a game plan activity tracker. And there were 10 steps that you needed to do every single day in order to be a successful coach. Well, as Beachbody grew, they realized they needed to simplify that, and they boiled it down into 3 behaviors. The very first one was invite. The second was be proof that the product works. And the third one is personal development. Now, that very first one of inviting is where most coaches get hung up. That's where most coaches find the most difficulty, because getting in our workouts, getting in our shake every single day, being, using the products, obviously a lot of us became coaches because of the products, but we continue to use them. So that's sort of an easy one. Personal development is very, very easy to do, but it's also very easy not to do. And that's why a lot of coaches skip out on personal development, is because it's so easy to skip. Because when you do personal development, you don't see immediate results from it. It's the same thing with your entire coaching business, but for the most part, a lot of people don't do personal development because they're not seeing immediate results, not knowing that personal development affects your thinking, which will have huge impact on your success in the future. But above all those vital behaviors, most people get hung up on the very first one, which is invite, which is what I want to talk about real quick. Right now, as we speak, Beachbody is considering changing that very first vital behavior from invite, invite, invite to attract, connect, and invite. And I want to explain, I think it is a great change to move forward with, because it explains the process by which we get challengers and sign up coaches. That is our business. That is what we do. We attract people, we connect with them, and when we have an opportunity, we invite them to take a look at either a challenge group, or the possibility of looking into coaching, or maybe just a fitness program, or maybe just Shakeology. But the way we do that is by connecting with them. So connecting with them can mean a range of different things. It can mean face-to-face. It can mean online. It can mean, getting into a discussion with someone about their interests. Okay, that's connecting with someone. But I want to go back to that first one, which is attract. And attracting them is where I see most new coaches falling short. When I got started as a coach, I made attraction my first and foremost priority. The reason I've been successful as a coach is because I am constantly in stage one of my business, and that is attracting people. That is attracting people that want to get the kind of results that I have. That's attracting people that want to have the kind of attitude that I have or outlook on life. And that's attracting people that want to have the opportunities that I've been able to create for my family through the Beachbody coaching opportunity. And the way you attract people is by sharing. And that's where I see so many coaches neglecting their business, is sharing how Beachbody has impacted their life. Tiffany, you do an amazing job of sharing. You share constantly about how Beachbody has impacted your life. And you do a really, really good job of balancing that with your life in general, just sharing your family, pictures of your kids, you trying to back up trailers and taking off windows and ladders and bump outs and whatever else has come on your 100-foot trailer. But if you guys ever want to see what it means to really share your journey, go look at Tiffany's Facebook wall. She does an awesome job. So that's a great example of that. And if you can look back and just today, as I was thinking about what to teach on and listening to a training on this, I look back at my own Facebook wall and I think, Todd, you're being a terrible example for your coaches. Yeah, because of what I've created, I don't need to post as much because I have my blog and YouTube and how I've developed that. It's sort of a machine that almost runs on its own right now. But I'm being a terrible example for my team. And that's why I'm committing today to posting 3 to 5 times a day again on Facebook, going back to the very, very basics of sharing my journey. And I'm going to get very meticulous about it. And that's sharing in the morning when I wake up, something inspirational. A lot of you guys know that I have a routine that I do in the mornings when I get up. And part of that includes getting into the Bible, getting into God's Word, and also prayer. So I want to start my day off with sharing one of the biggest impacts that there has been in my life, and that's my Lord and Savior. So I want to share that with people and connect with people on that level. So that's going to be one of the very first things I share every single day, is something spiritually inspirational for people, or how God's Word has impacted me that morning, and encourage other people to seek after God. That's what I want to do. That might not be for everybody, but that's what I want to do. And that's the kind of people that's a means I want to use in which to inspire people and motivate them. Okay, second, I got a break at my work at 10:15. I want to post something about my family. I got a lunch break where I want to post about what coaching has done for me. I got a second break where I want to post a picture of my food. I got dinner time where I can post something about my workout. Okay, so I'm going to share a lot of information, but I want to start doing that on a continual basis to be a good example for you guys. And I would love it if you guys would commit to that with me, because when you do that, when you commit to it daily, you guys are going to see incredible, incredible growth. You're going to notice that you're magically talking to more people because you're getting in front of more people. They're seeing what you're doing. They're being inspired. My wife just mooned me again.
She's always mooning you.
You stop mooning me and I'll stop telling them. She said that's not going to happen. She was right in front of my computer screen right here. We have a split level entry to our house, so there's stairs that go down and stairs that go up. I look up, she's walking down the stairs, and I see her bare butt walking by. Seriously? All right, I'll stop. All right. I have no idea what I was talking about now.
I don't even know. I went blank.
Oh, man.
Something about posting?
Oh, yeah. I think it would be awesome. I want to commit to this the best that I can, because I know it's going to increase the opportunity I have to help people, which also increases the opportunity for me to grow my business. Now, this is something that I don't have to do, but I know it's going to create more opportunity. And if you want to build your business to a point where it creates real freedom for you and your family, you have to take advantage of every opportunity there is to build your business. Something Carl Deichler said on the Success Starters call last week was that you got to stop getting caught up in what the world is interested, because the world primarily is mediocre. The world will go after every shiny object. It will go after every common fad. And if you follow those things, it's going to consume your mind, and it's going to distract you from your real goal, the one that's going to bring you the most satisfaction in life. You gotta get away from those distractions and get focused on what matters. And if that means sacrificing a night of binge watching something on Netflix, then so be it. If that means giving up your softball team for 2 years so that you can focus your Sundays or your Saturdays or whatever day your softball team plays on building your coaching business so that you can be on 5 teams when you're a full-time coach, then so be it. Make that sacrifice. And you got to take a look at your why. You got to go back and look at the reason you started coaching in the first place. You wanted to help people, and you saw an opportunity to build something that could create some sort of freedom, whatever your definition of that freedom is, or that definition of success is for you and your family. You got to get back to why you started. And I posted that in my challenge group today, is if you forget, if you lack motivation, you need to get back to you need to focus on why you started in the first place. That is essential. And you got to do that with your coaching business. And I'm doing it now. I'm looking back and I'm saying, what made me so successful so quickly? And it was me constantly sharing my journey, constantly in people's news feeds, constantly seeing new YouTube videos from me or a new blog post that created value for people, valuable information, sharing valuable information that helped them reach their goals, that inspired them to be their best self, that inspired them to chase after their dreams. When you begin to commit to that on a daily basis, and you're constantly in front of people with that kind of information, people are going to be attracted to you. They're going to want to see more of you. They're going to want to hear more from you. They're going to want to be around you because it makes them feel better. And they know that by being around you, that they can reach their goals. That's what it means to attract. And that's what I'm going to get back to, the foundation of what made me successful. I'm not going to use an excuse of, well, I can pretty much sit back and reach Success Club 10 without really trying. I'm not going to settle for Success Club 10. I know that I can do so much better than that. I know that I can hit Success Club 30 every single month if I'm consistent. And that's what I want to commit to. I've hit Success Club 20 every single month this year so far. I'm not going to drop below 20. I'm sitting at Success Club 13 right now. I am not going to allow myself to drop below Success Club 20 this year. And that's not just for my own pride, but I want to show you guys that when you set your mind on something and when you put in the daily activities and you're passionate about those activities because you know it's going to make a difference in someone's life and you know it's going to change your family circumstances, that you can do whatever you want to do. You can make anything happen that you want to make happen. You just got to be willing to do the work, and you've got to be willing to give up the stuff that is not going to get you there. You have to be willing to do that. Will it be tough? Yes. Are you going to make some people angry? Yes. Are people going to poke fun at you and laugh at you and say, oh my gosh, you're doing one of those MLM, pyramid scam things. I can't believe you actually fell for one of those things. And you're like, laugh it up, because in 6 months from now, I'm going to be asking you where you're at with your goals. And I'm going to be sharing inspirational things with people who want to reach their goals. And I'm going to do it by inspiring them with my own testimony of how I reached my goals by busting my butt. So that's what you want to do to attract people. And when you attract people, you're going to start having more conversations. You're going to start having people message you. When you message people, it's not going to seem odd that you're asking them about a challenge group after, getting acquainted with them a little bit, because they see your news feed or they see your YouTube channel or your blog or whatever you're doing to connect with people. They see that and they're like, okay, yeah, it totally makes sense that they're telling me to, focus on my nutrition because that's where 80% of your results come from. Or when you invite them to a challenge group, you're like, oh yeah, I saw you post about a challenge group, or you were in a challenge yourself, and your results are amazing. What is this challenge group about? So when you're in the constant process of attracting people to you, you're going to have more opportunities to connect with those people. And this is where a lot of people, I've seen coaches who fall short in all areas of the first vital behavior of invite, invite, invite. They fall short in attracting people, putting out information and sharing their journey. They fall short there, but where they really fall short in this first step is with connecting with people. You have to step outside your comfort zone and create conversations. You can't let the conversations come to you. If that's what you're waiting for, you are going to be just an active coach rank for the next 5 years. If you're waiting for people to only come to you, you have to actively pursue connecting with people. And I say actively pursuing because it's a daily practice that you need to do if you want to reach those high goals that you have. If you want to reach Diamond Coach, and you do reach Diamond Coach, attracting and connecting with people doesn't stop at Diamond Coach. If anything, reaching Diamond Coach helps you realize what you're capable of, and it should spur you on to connect with more people. So you're going to have to get uncomfortable, and you're going to have to start creating more conversations for the sake of helping others and growing your business so that you can live a life of freedom, live a life that you design instead of your employer or someone else. My son loves to be on video. Unless it's on your terms, then he hates being on video. So, all right. So the next part of the first vital behavior is invite. So we have attract, connect, and now invite. Once you've connected with someone, and you're going to connect with people on a lot of levels. For Beachbody coaches, usually you're connecting with people based on health, wellness, nutrition, common interest, or the possibility of creating an income. You know, a lot of people have financial hurts out there, and they need an opportunity to alleviate that pain. And if you as a coach know that you have a solution that can alleviate that stress or alleviate that pain, it's my firm belief that you have an obligation to share with them that opportunity. Beachbody has done so much for my family. It would not be okay for me to have a buddy come to me and I'm having a conversation with them and they're saying that, you know, they're struggling making bills, they're struggling with this. It would be foolish of me and heartless if I didn't say, hey, have you thought about, you know, Beachbody coaching? Because it has completely changed my family's life. You got to be okay with making those kind of invites. You got to be okay with that. So attract, connect, and invite. Hopefully those two things will lead to the last, which is invite. That is what we're going for. We want that invitation to join a challenge group, to take a look at a coaching sneak peek, or to take a look at Beachbody coaching itself. Whatever opportunity fits their goals, that's what we want to have the opportunity to do, or that's what we want to have the chance to invite them to. So that's why connecting is so important, so that you can learn about their goals, so you can know what to invite them to. All right, second vital behavior is be proof that the product works. And I said this sort of at the beginning of the call, but this one is easy for a lot of coaches because this is usually what led us to become a coach. A lot of us on Elevation Coaches are what we call referral coaches. Is we didn't join Team Beachbody as a coach because of the business initially. We joined because we loved the products. We wanted a discount on our Shakeology, and people were asking what we were doing, and we figured we could help some people. And now we see the potential of this coaching opportunity and what it can do for our families, what it can do for us, and what it can do for other people if they join as a coach as well. And we want to share that with other people. Okay, so being proof the product works is where a lot of us started. And then as we get into coaching, you know, it's something that gets really, really easy. And even for me, guys, to put off. With my knee injury, I just got my MRI results back. Some of you guys saw my Facebook post, but I have a torn ACL and a torn meniscus in my knee. So I have all the reason in the world to just say, yeah, I think I'm going to put the workouts on the back burner. Even though I can work out. I can do things that don't require my legs. I can do upper body. I can do core work, all of those things. So I have to commit to these things on a daily basis, including that second one that seems so easy, which is being proof the product works. I want to be proof that the product works even when you're injured, because that's going to add to my story, and that's going to add to the amount of people that I have an opportunity to help as a coach, because I have a story. One of the cool examples that you can see of this, you guys, is go to Josh Spencer's Facebook wall. Josh Spencer, about a year ago, was diagnosed, or maybe it was about 6 months ago, I can't remember, but a while back, Josh Spencer was diagnosed with Lyme disease. And it took doctors forever to figure out what was wrong with him. Forever. And he took that struggle, and he took, no, you can just put the dog down, dude, thanks. He took that struggle, and he decided to write a book. A Beachbody coach wrote a book on Lyme disease and just explaining his struggles and how he got through it and how Beachbody played a part in that story. And now he's using that to connect with other people. And he just got invited as, I think he posted in the Diamond Club. Here, let me read what it says for you guys, because this is pretty amazing. All right. He goes, all right. He says, so check this out. I got a message from a woman who's suffering from Lyme, who's good friends with the band, the Eagles guitarist. You guys know the Eagles? They're putting together a fundraising event for Lyme awareness and asked me to speak at the event. How friggin' cool is that? That's awesome. By sharing his story about Lyme disease and how he struggled and got through that, he's able to network and make more connections and inspire more people and share with them how Beachbody was a part of that journey to recovery. So everything we do, guys, we can create into a story. And that includes, getting rid of excuses on why you can't work out or why you can't drink your shake every single day. Being proof the product works is essential to your success as a coach. The third vital behavior is personal development. Again, one of the easiest things that you can commit to daily. Also, one of the easiest things that you can skip every single day. Now, at Elevation Coaches, we recommend 10 minutes a day of personal development. That is so simple, guys. That is so simple. And if you're serious about building your coaching business, then 10 minutes a day is nothing. 10 minutes a day is, I guarantee you spend 10 minutes a day in your Facebook newsfeed just scrolling. If you can give up scrolling in your Facebook newsfeed just for a week and instead use that time to commit to reading personal development or listening to personal development audio, maybe it's a podcast, or maybe you're listening to a YouTube video, maybe watching a YouTube video, or catching up on old Coach National wake-up calls. Maybe that's what you can do. But commit to that, and you're going to see a fundamental change in the way you look at your business and how you operate your business. Because this is we've had entire Elevation Coach team calls on this. But success starts here first. And unless you can achieve success here, Jude, can you turn that off, please? Thank you. Jude, can you turn it off, please, until I'm done? I know what Mom said, but will you turn it off, please, until I'm done? Thanks, buddy. Unless you can achieve success in your mind first, then there is no way that you're ever going to achieve it in reality. And that right there is a reality that most people are not willing to accept. And that's why you don't see everybody in Beachbody as a successful diamond, star diamond, or 15-star super diamond coach. You don't see everyone achieving that because they don't understand that you have to be successful here before it can happen in real life. And once you understand that, and once you commit to personal development, that's when you're going to notice your mind shift. And that's when you're going to start seeing crazy results in your business. When I knew that I could bring my wife home from work using the Beachbody coaching opportunity and focusing on helping people above everything else, I knew that if I used that as a means to get my wife home from work, from a job she didn't enjoy, and our kids home from a situation that were not comfortable with at their daycare. I achieved that in my head way before I ever achieved it in reality. That was the reason I was able to do it. That was the reason that I was so consistent. That's the reason I continue to be consistent with my business. That's the reason that I am where I am now. And we've had the opportunities that we've had as a family to go on vacations when we never would have gone before. We've been on 4 Success Club trips. We've been to 4 coach summits. This will be my 5th one this year. Never in a million years would we do that kind of stuff unless it was for Beachbody. We wouldn't have been able to send my kids to private school. My wife wouldn't have had the option of staying home from work or going back to work. My wife happens to love being in an office atmosphere and taking on projects, and she decided she wanted to go back to work. So she's back at work now, but she has a choice, and that's what the coolest part is. And all of that because I knew I could do it here. I knew I could do it here, and that played out in my actions in real life. That's when I started saying no to TV. That's when I started saying no to listening to just music with my headphones at work. I started listening to personal development hours upon hours upon hours per day. When I'm vacuuming the house, I would put in headphones, listen to a podcast or a National Wake Up Call. When I'm washing my truck, I got headphones in, listening to a podcast or a National Wake Up Call or a YouTube video. On my drive to work, on my drive home, I am listening to personal development because I found out that the more I develop my mind and the more I strengthen my mind, the better results I got in my business. So please, I think I speak about this in Coach Basics on the 3 vital behaviors, but personal development is the one leg that you need to have so solid in your business if you want to succeed. If that leg is weak, consider the 3 vital behaviors a stool that your business sits on. If you're weak in the personal development, your business is going to crack and it's going to tumble. Personal development has to be strong. All right, and the 4th vital behavior, this is the one that I'm really, really excited about, and I have all kinds of ideas going through my head. We brainstorm them in our Elevation Coaches Mastermind group. And just a quick note on that, for those of you who are in that mastermind group, and for those of you who are new coaches on this call, we're actually going to be releasing a new Elevation Coach Basics course at the end of, or actually it'll be done this week, but we will be implementing it next month. And there's a Coach Basics. I'm going to be posting about this in our Elevation Coaches group, but we're going to be starting Coach Basics on the first Monday of the month. So if you guys have, lost sight of, what it takes, or you've lost motivation, or maybe you never went completely through our original Coach Basics, this would be the time to get plugged into this one. This would be the time to encourage your new coaches or existing coaches. Hey guys, we have a phenomenal brand new Elevation Coach Basics. I'm going to go through it. We're all going to go through it together. Let's rock this out and let's make a huge impact this next month. So get the word out that we're going to be starting a new Elevation Coach Basics on the first Monday of next month. So, Abby, we're on a call, honey. Thank you. But recognition is something that I am really, really excited about. This is Abigail. Abigail, you're on the internet in front of a bunch of people. All right, go play her. Love you. Gosh. Wet cookies. All right. But I'm super excited about this vital behavior. And on the Success Starters call that some of the coaches here were on last week, hopefully, Carl Deichler talked about how you can recognize people and what that looks like for different levels of coaching. Hey, dude, can you stop playing in the Legos for just a bit? In fact, both of you guys go upstairs or out in the garage and play, please. Okay, please go upstairs or out in the garage. Here, guys, one sec. I'm sorry. I'm not going to ask you. Go up in your room and play for a little bit until I'm done with the call. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Thank you, buddy. Go ahead and go upstairs. Thanks, bud. All right. Good job. Oh, it's going to be an early bedtime for them. All right. Let's see. Did you guys hear all that?
It's all good, people.
I thought I muted myself, but evidently I just muted you guys. What's
You're
that?
totally fine. We all have done our days where we had to tell our kids to go upstairs. I could totally relate. I
That's terrible.
got 3.
All right. So, but as far as recognition goes, Carl Deichler explains some really cool ways that you can recognize people, and they're things that I haven't actually considered. When you're getting started out as a coach, you don't have a giant team of coaches that you can recognize. On Thursdays, you're not doing this post where you have, 100 people in Success Club 10 and 500 people in Success Club 5, and you're saying, oh, my team is amazing. You're like, well, I'm still working on Emerald. I got my husband or my wife as a coach and one other coach who's inactive. So how am I supposed to recognize people? Okay, and the way you can do that is you can recognize people for joining your challenge group. You can recognize people for committing to technology. You can recognize people for, with their permission, recognize them publicly for how the progress they're making with their weight loss journey. So, and then as your business grows, you can begin to scale what you recognize. When you're a brand new coach and you're working your way toward Emerald or Diamond, you're probably going to be recognizing a lot of small successes. You're going to be recognizing, like I said, joining a challenge group or weight loss achievements, or drinking Shakeology for 7 days in a row, or completing your free clean eating challenge. Along those lines. And then when you get to Emerald Coach, you're going to be congratulating your first new coach on committing to, becoming an active coach, or getting their first challenge group up and running, and inspiring their first group of challengers. And then you can start recognizing people for achieving Emerald rank, and then start achieving people for their volume each week and how many people they're inspiring each week. And start recognizing people for Success Club, and then rank advancements, success starters, and leadership ladder upgrades. So you guys, you can scale up that recognition, but at every step of the process, you want to be creative in finding ways to recognize people. And I would love to see, and this is something we're implementing in Coach Basics, is rewarding people. Recognition and reward. That will bring huge results. What we're doing in Coach Basics, for the people who complete the entire, Coach Basics, we haven't decided what it's going to be, but we're going to give them some sort of Elevation Coaches branded clothing, maybe a hat, or maybe it's a coffee mug, or like Tiffany said, maybe socks. I suggested underwear. That's the coolest one. So we're going to be
I
getting a prize.
suggested wristbands.
Wristbands. Oh, okay. It wasn't underwear.
Socks.
All right. All right. Wristbands. So there's some great ideas there for reward. And we're also going to be rewarding people who complete the Emerald phase of our Elevation Coach Basics with Go Pro by Eric Worre, which is a personal development book, which is an awesome way for people to learn about network marketing and what this is all about helping people and how to connect with people and what sort of commitment those things. So we're going to be recognizing people a lot more on our team. You're going to see a lot more from me. You're going to see a lot more communication from me moving forward as I continue to implement the 4th vital behavior of recognition. So with that being said, guys, do you guys have any questions about the 4 vital behaviors, or maybe you guys just had a light bulb go off and you have a cool idea on how you can do any of these steps?
No, just need to practice them more is what I have to do. Put them more into play.
Yeah, the actual doing is the hard part.
Yes, it is.
And then consistency becomes even harder.
Yes.
but it is very, very worth it. Trust me.
I think my thing is time management. That's what I've been struggling with. Like I got everything else done.
Yeah.
But it's like I got to manage my time and schedule and figure out how to fit it all in everywhere instead of being flustered all day long trying to get it all done, you know? So
Yeah. Sounds like you need business hours.
I know, right? I do have business hours, but they never work because we're always
It's a tough balance.
Yeah, and
but
I found
if you can find a way to commit to, you know what, I'm only going to work on the business from here to here and here to here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many hours did you start off in the beginning?
About 4 to 6 hours a day.
And how did you break them up?
1.5 to 2 hours in the morning. That was from like 4:30 to about 7. And that was doing my workout, which was P90X. So it was a full hour and coaching stuff. So about 1.5 to 2 hours on coaching in the morning, and then on a 15-minute break at work, and then a full hour on my lunch, and then another 15-minute break, and then 2 to 4 hours at nighttime. That was, as soon as the kids went to bed, I was at the computer finishing up a blog post or doing some sort of training on, how to get your blog seen by more people, or creating a YouTube video, or editing a YouTube video, or publishing a YouTube video. It was just a ton of activity that I was doing.
Yeah, because I think I've got it like all done. It's just now that summer's coming, it's like starting to get a little more intense.
Yeah. Yeah. If you, one of the best things you can do is same thing with your nutrition is plan. So if you know that you're going camping for the weekend,
like every weekend.
Yeah. If you're going camping.
Then we're going to Alaska in July.
See, now you can make Alaska part of your story that you can share with people.
Oh yeah, I plan on doing that. I told my husband, I'm like, I'm going to the glacier, by the way, and I want to stand on it and like maybe do my workout there.
Yeah. You can share, make recreation a part of your story. If you can show people how to stay on track, even when you're camping every single weekend.
Yeah.
That's a great.
I did a cleanse this weekend going camping at King's Dominion. So I got to see everybody eat fried chicken while I was drinking my Shakeology.
Oh.
What you watching?
Wait.
What you watching? What you watching?
King's Dominion, like amusement park in Virginia?
Yeah.
I've been there.
Nah, really?
Yeah.
We live like 30 minutes from there.
That's awesome. They have the Nickelodeon thing there?
No, not anymore. They have Snoopy Land. Planet Snoopy.
Do they have the lightning roller coaster that you stand up on still?
I'm not sure. We haven't done anything besides kid stuff.
Oh.
Now this weekend we'll be doing we got a babysitter this weekend.
Hey.
So we're gonna go out there for the day and just go on the big rides. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. I think it's called the Lightning, but it's a roller coaster that you stand up on. The craziest part was that we were on the roller coaster. No, we were in line because I remember looking at the people. As they're going up the incline, click, 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 lightning struck the roller coaster. Like real lightning struck the lightning roller coaster, and the whole park, just power went out in the entire park.
Holy cow.
It was nuts.
Don't tell me this.
Just don't know if it's overcast. Make sure it's blue sky.
I know, right? They have one that's like a volcano, and it shoots you up in the middle of the volcano.
No,
and my husband really wants to go on that. And I'm like, I don't know about that one.
They've added to it.
I don't think I want to die right now.
Well, cool. Well, yeah, definitely, guys. If you see where there's areas in your business where you need improvement, Tiffany, you said you think you need to work on time management. Annabelle, you said just consistently actually doing the vital behaviors. If you see an area where you need improvement, don't procrastinate in correcting that. If that's why I said you got to get back to your why. You have to understand how important what you're doing is, not only for you and your family, but for the people that you have the opportunity to help.
Yes.
Spending another day of their life that is literally draining the life out of them, or living a lifestyle that's draining the years out of their life, we have an opportunity to end that. That is a huge calling on us. That is a huge opportunity, something that we can get excited about, something that should cause each one of us to be more committed than any other group of coaches, because we understand what we have an opportunity to do so deeply. So if you see an area of your coaching business, like I have saw, like I shared with you guys today, I know I'm not as consistent with Facebook as I should be. I don't have to be, but I know I have to be. I'm going to address that, and I'm not going to hold off on addressing it. I'm just going to start doing it. And I know that as a result of me doing it, I'm going to see great results from it. So I'm going to encourage you guys to just, if you see an area, just do it. Just make the change necessary and get it done. Figure it out. If you need to, reach out to me, and we can go through that. We can get on a call or a Zoom call, and we can cover any struggle you're going through, and we can work out how to overcome that together and create an action plan to get you to where you want to be.
Okay.
So with that being said, guys, it's a little short of 6:20. So thank you guys so much for being on the call. I'm going to go tend to the children that I just made cry. And, and we'll see you guys in a bit. All right?
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.